And good morning to you, Meteorologist Joey Sovine here at the Live 5 Alert Desk with an update of your weather on what's turned out to be a stormy morning, at least briefly for many of us. Let's go outside right now and take a live view. This is as of about 8:30 on our Monday morning, and you can see those dark clouds now already starting to dry out west of the Ashley. And this line of rain and storms do not last very long, very quickly moving. The problem is they moved in very quickly on you for that morning drive, but moving out very quickly as well. So let's hop over to the radar and show you what I'm talking about. Right now, I-26, kind of the dividing line, all that rain now shifting north of 26. So the spots that got really wet are now starting to dry out, and you can see that here on live radar as that rain starts to lift to the north. Some heavy rainfall in parts of Berkeley County right now, starting to come to an end quickly in Somerville, Latson, Goose Creek, still a shower possible the next 20 minutes or so. North Charleston drying out very shortly, if not already. The worst, the strongest of the storm right now moving into the north Mount Pleasant area, headed up towards Bulls Bay, up towards the Seawee Outpost, going up into Allendale. Now McClellanville, you're next up for that heaviest rainfall. It's going to come right up 17 quickly. But there's some heavy rainfall from IOP right now out towards Dewey's, going up to Capers, backside of IOP there at Goat Island, going over towards Charleston National and Mount Pleasant, and then moving up from there from Carolina Park, Park West, Dunes West area. 526 still getting very wet, but not for too much longer. So if you headed out the door at 9 o'clock, in many of these spots around the Charleston area, that rain's going to have concluded, but obviously it's going to be soggy out there for a while. Traffic's obviously being impacted by that as well. As thankfully we got a lot of the morning commute in before that rain moved in, but not all of it, so it has gotten pretty congested out there in spots. But notice this back to the west. We have a cold front on the way later today. Out ahead of it, we have one band of rain that has developed. Then there will likely be a lull in the rain. In fact, let me go back to the radar view. We'll back up here just a little bit, and I'll show you where the clouds are and where they're not right now, because that line of storm's going to move through. And then on a lot of spots that have gotten really wet in the short term, you're going to start to see some sunshine peek out, and that's going to help to dry things out. Now, that's the good with the bad. That also helps with an environment that has a lot of moisture in it for things to destabilize very quickly again. So it's not one round of rain and done for today. There will likely be more showers and storms that develop later this morning. Just carry the umbrellas if you're headed out through the day. With scattered showers and storms possible as we go through this afternoon and even into the early evening hours. Now, these storms today could produce some very heavy rainfall. Good news is the ones this morning moved through so fast that we really didn't see rainfall totals more than a ½ inch to an inch in any particular spots. Plus, we're getting a little period of some drier weather. Let me show you tomorrow, though, a different story. We'll start out with sunshine, likely end it that way as well. So this isn't going to be a week where this is kind of a precursor, sign of what's to come all week long. This is going to be one and done. So the chance of rain up today, some of that rain could be heavy at times, but tomorrow sunshine returns, and you got to take the good with the bad this time of the year. The good being we dry out, the bad being it's going to be really, really hot going forward. Now, this is a look out over downtown Charleston, one of the spots where it got really, really wet very quickly. There's going to be lots of puddles out there in the short term, but the rain's already stopped, and sunshine will be out shortly, at least for a little while. 76 degrees at the airport in North Charleston. We're ranging from the 70s to about 80 degrees. Now, we'll pop up in the low to mid 80s probably between now and lunchtime, with isolated rain in the forecast for the next couple of hours. After that band of rain moves through your area, will be drier, but then more scattered showers and storms are going to be a possibility this afternoon and this evening. So just get out to the beaches if you're headed out there trying to get in some beach time. Just take advantage of those spurts where the sun comes out, like late this morning. That's probably going to be our best opportunity out there, and that chance of rain will go back up later today. Chance of rain down, though, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 20 to 30% chance of rain. A lot of those days will be dry. Will be hot, though. We are looking at at the temperatures climbing low 90s Tuesday and Wednesday, then up towards the mid 90s Thursday and Friday. So we'll give you a first alert later this week. We'll watch that heat index that could be approaching 110 in some spots by Friday into the weekend. So that heat and humidity will be back after one day of just humidity, not as much heat out there today. You can see how highs will be in the low to mid 80s today, tonight down in the 70s, but we'll fast forward to tomorrow here on the forecast, and you can see how we'll be in the upper 80s and low 90s. So it will be very hot out there. Tomorrow, starting to heat back up, starting to get more sunshine with just isolated storms, so not as much rain. Your 7-day forecast kind of follows that trend where we get less rain and more heat, and it's going to be really hot. No big surprise there. That's been the trend as of late. But once again, starting out this week with our wettest day of the week. Good news is we'll get it in and out of here very quickly, and then it will be on to some drier weather for most of the week. But we do have to be extra careful out there with that heat building in, especially as the week goes on. That humidity will come up as well, making for that heat index up around 110 perhaps Friday into the weekend. All right, that's a look at your forecast from right here at the Live 5 Alert Desk. We hope you have a great Monday. Be safe out there with some of that rain.